What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and first of all, before I get into this, I want to apologize for the lack of uploads. I know I promised weekly uploads, but I know I haven't been doing that. I'm now working a full-time job, so I just don't have the same amount of time that I used to. This video is going to be about where the videos have been, or why I haven't been uploading them, and also why I haven't uploaded that big video that I promised. I'll explain all that in this video, but right now, let's roll the cinematics, because that's what we're all really here for. First thing I want to talk about is where the videos have been at. I mentioned in the intro that I'm working a full-time job now. I'm working at a company called Reynolds & Reynolds, doing manufacturing. So nothing to do with photo or video, but something that pays the bills. I'm working 40 hours a week, so I don't have the same amount of time that I used to have to make videos or edit photos and stuff, or even just go on shoots. The frustrating thing for me is I could go after work. I would love to do that, but I get off work at 6 and it's already dark by the time I get off work and get home, and so I just don't, it's not really feasible. And the second thing I want to talk about is why there haven't been any videos. So in addition to working a full-time job and being tired when I get home and off work, I'm working on a side project with the cross-country team, and so that's been taking some of my video editing time. But I've also had some pretty major issues with Premiere Pro. It would just get to certain points in the clips and I would it would just crash. So I couldn't do anything. Then I'd open the project back up and then it would crash again. I recently uninstalled it and reinstalled it, and hopefully that'll fix it. I don't know, but we'll see. I guess if this video gets out, then it's fixed. Alright, and the last thing that I want to talk about is being stuck in a creative rut. Along with those other reasons that I've mentioned, I've also been stuck in a really kind of like a creative rut. I haven't been happy with what I've been able to do in editing, because it just hasn't felt like it was good enough to post or anything. So I've just been putting off editing because I'm not enjoying it if it's not looking good. So I haven't been really editing a whole lot. What I generally do if I'm in a creative rut is I'll watch some YouTube videos of guys that inspire me. So guys like Casey Neistat, Ben Brown, Sam Evans, Roy Kramer, Matt Como, just guys like that kind of help me visualize what I want to be able to do with the footage that I've accumulated. But lately that just hasn't been doing it for me, so I've been frustrated in that sense. So the next thing that I generally do is go to books or like tutorials or things like that. So I've been reading a book called Called to Create. It's by a guy named Jordan Raynor, and it's talking about entrepreneurship or creating or anything of that nature in relation to Bible and God. One of the things that I've always struggled with in terms of creating, so photo or video, is I want to make this a full-time job. I want to do this as my job. But the thing that I've always struggled with is trying to relate that back to God and how I could glorify God through my work. And I've always struggled with that. I've never really understood how I was able to do that, or how I was going to be able to do that. So I've been reading this book, and literally the very first chapter, the second paragraph, kind of changed my perspective on that. So I'm going to read an excerpt from the book, so just bear with me here. God presents himself in the Bible, first of all, as the creator God. He could have begun the story in lots of different ways, but the place he chose to say, human beings, this is who I am, I want you to know this about me first is here. I'm the creator God. And so the very first chapters of Genesis begin with these unfolding stories of God in action, creating out of nothing, bringing into being, stage by stage, day by day, everything that is. And that just kind of, it changed my perspective on God a little bit. I'd never really thought of God as being creative, I guess. I mean, obviously he created the world and all of that, but just the fact that he tells us first about him being creative and a creator, that really hits home with me. Kind of changes my perspective on what I've been called to do. But to kind of wrap up this rant, I'd like to say thank you all for watching these videos. It means the world to me. If you can leave feedback down below in the comments and just let me know what you want to see or what you think I could do better at, I would really appreciate that, and we'll move this channel forward. It's time for me to go now, but always remember to let your life be the proof of his love. Peace.
Not a star in the sky that
Wow.
you can't see.
Autofocus is having a hard time today.
Christian, where are my keys?
What? I can drive.
Okay.
It's gonna be a bit chilly, but
Bye.
Bye. Have a good day.